Hey, ADNC family. Emma Ansah here, coming to you live. I hope all is well. Sorry for the little bit of delay, but life can happen sometimes. And I am here with my special guest, Garfield. And Garfield is going to speak to us about what he's been going through, okay? Because he's been going through it in Brampton. And to all my brothers and sisters in Ontario, you know about Brampton. And Garfield is the owner of Fresh Cut Barber Salon. And I've covered him. I've been following Garfield for a while. And I covered his story first sometime last year because he's been uh, going through a lot of racist attacks by the South Asian community, which is heavily populated in the city of Brampton. So before we go further, thank you so much, Garfield, for joining me. How are you doing?
Humble present, give thanks, greeting in His Majesty name, King Selassie I Jah, Rastafari, and you and all of us on the planet Earth. We share the space, and my apologies because, as you can see, I was attending something, so I must apologize to the people. You know how it is when it's prime time traffic.
No,
We do get
especially in
caught.
Ontario.
Yeah, 401, 410 at these hours of the day, but I had to make it over here. We made a zip, zap, zoop, and, got to pull up on the African diaspora. Salute to the people on the continent, right across four corners of the earth. It is I, the same man.
Well, thank you, Garfield. I really appreciate you joining me. And as I said, been following you. The first time I covered your story, your your sign to your barbershop was destroyed, and I immediately was like literally drawn to your story. And so we're going to get into it, family. We're going to get into the stories. I'll remind you of the things that Garfield has been going through, and then Garfield will share with us where he's at, what's going on, how business is going, and if he's still going through any challenges in Brampton with the South Asian community, who sometimes they can be very anti-black racist. Okay, we know this. So without further ado, let's look at the first story that I did that like literally blew up, and everybody was kind of like, Garfield, we're with you. So let us just watch, and then we'll talk about it further.
Business in a Brampton, Ontario. Brampton, Ontario, right? No. My business place is a multicultural business place. Look, Fresh Cut Barber Salon, 212 Queen Street, Queen and Kennedy. It is a multicultural business place. Look, blacks, Asian, Indian, whites. Everybody's welcome to use the barber salon. I see the barber salon up there, sir. The whole building full of beer cameras on it. Look, all kind of cameras there on the building. All the business them have camera. And me catch an Indian person. An Indian person, I break my blood clot sign. What the reason? Look. Look. Why you are take things to break my sign in a Brampton? Look, there's an Indian sign there. You don't break it. There's other business up there where Indian own. They don't break it. So why you decide to come on my business place now? If you take something for you break my sign as a black business owner in a Brampton. Nigga, me have you on camera a break my sign. The racism in a Brampton from these Indian people is real. They don't like to see anybody else do business in a Brampton. If it's not Indian, then don't like it, bro. Look, bro, the business says black, Asian, Indians, whites, all is welcome. So why you are going to take something now and break my sign up there, sir? Why you not break that sign? Why you not break that sign up there, sir, but you decide to break my sign? Racism in a Brampton is real. My Punjabi brothers, cut uno out. Punjabi and Indian brothers, cut uno out, bro. Am I going around and with no business? No. Am I going around and with no business signs? No, brother. Remember, bro, I have you on camera. And you racist Indian boys, cut it out, bro. I'm telling you, stop it.
Okay, so that was the first one that I did. And
Mm.
I was so enraged, okay? So that was, like I said, that was last year sometime. You have experienced more since then, which we will get into, but let us just talk a little bit about this one here. So your sign is inclusive. You have Indian, white, black, yet they damaged your sign. You said that you have cameras and you saw who they were. Did you ever end up reporting them to the police?
So the kid, when you guys did the story on it,
Yeah.
the kid called the youth that did it, because I know how their culture works, because I have a lot, as I tell you, I'm a multicultural person, right? I don't look at people based off of your skin. I look at people based off of your actions, right? That's how I deal with human beings, because we are all human beings. We are all travelers journeying through this earth. We are all immigrants. Sometimes it's our parents that came here before us in different countries, and when they come here, then they settle there, and then they produce children, and they make business, and create families here. So but you have the younger ones that come, when they come to an area that is already settled, and the mentality that they have from back home, when they come here, when they're coming here with the mentality that is programmed in their head from back home, when they come here and see their people, then they start looking at the people that they're seeing here, which is a larger number, and then they start be like, well, what I mean, this is our place, because that's what on their mind, what I mean. So the kid that break my sign after the diaspora put on the pressure, and it start run through the world like wildfire. What I mean? I did some traveling, and some people. I got phone call from Italy, from my Punjabi people still. There's Indians from Germany and England, and they call my shop number and they apologize. And they say they're young kids, they don't know better. But it's a program that these youths have inside their head already. That's why they come here and they do. If you talk to the older Indians, are the ones that are born here, they're different. These are the ones that are coming here and they see the place is set already. So they have the mentality like they look at you like a piece of shit. Excuse my language. You know what I mean? You go to a Tim Horton, and they treat you, they talk to you a specific way. You know what I mean? It's different people, it's a different culture. It's called Canada, it's like a multi-diversity of people. It's not, you know what I mean? And I always reason with my brothers, my Indian brothers that come around the salon. You have the Indians that they're real. They burn out that kind of liberty too. You know what I mean? They are like they come and they apologize. And that kid that did it, he called and he apologized. I said, I don't need no apology over the phone. I need to look you in your eyes and you apologize to me. He didn't show up. You know what I mean? But I know how they operate over there. And I don't want to harm. He did something to the business. They created this thing around the business, and you know what I mean, I can see the whole back in the days you would see a lot of Indian people in the business. You're not seeing a lot of them anymore. You know what I mean? You see my white people, my Spanish people, because it's multicultural. All is welcome. We do haircuts. We don't do racism. We breathe the same ear. We don't pay for the ear that we breathe.
But the problem is, Garfield, is that you're the only one being targeted. So
Yeah.
that's why it's like, okay, I get it that the person, because of what I covered on African Diaspora News Channel, shout out to this platform, it went viral, like over 100,000 views, and it caused the pressure. I get that. But we
Right.
need to get to the root cause of why they're doing that. And you said it in the clip. You said
Yeah.
they're racist. They're
Yeah. Well,
racist.
well, as I say, I can't point on the whole people and say they all of them is racist. Just like in my culture of black people, we have black people that, you know what I mean, have certain behavior, and we cannot use their behavior to judge everybody. It's fair, right? So
That is
I
true.
right, I can't judge all my Indian people. I'm judging them based off how they treat my people, how they treat me.
Yes, I
You understand what I'm
agree.
saying? Like, I don't treat you that way. I don't walk around. I get out of my house in the morning. If you're my Indian neighbor and I get out of the house in the morning and I say good morning and you don't answer me, right? And I'm like thinking in my head, because I'm Jamaican. I'm Jamaican. My parents, we're warrior people. We're from the Ashanti tribe. So a lot of people don't understand that we Jamaicans, we are warriors. Right, we are warriors. We are the same set of people who break the wheel in the 18th century. Two colonies we destroyed in the 18th century. So do some research. So you see different people from Nigeria. You see different people from Ghana. You see different people from all over the
Yep.
continent and Colombia and all of these places come migrated here. So when you meet and travel amongst these people, you can't elbow them out, you can't push them out, you can't treat them like piece of shit. You can't. It's not allowed, man. There's
Yes.
no there's no nation on earth that can leave from here and go to India and change the environment and mistreat no Indian people in their territory. It cannot happen.
No. Absolutely not. And I agree with you. I know some very, very lovely
Man,
Indian
I
people.
have some nice Indian. Yo, I have my best friend from I moved to this country. My best friend Ricky Tiki, which is a Punjabi. He's from Punjab. They're Khalistani or whatever they have. Is the nicest man that I deal with that man for years. He moves with me right to different locations till I'm at this location. He's one of the nicest human beings you can meet. And then you can meet these other ones. They're the nastiest set of people to treat people.
Yes. Well,
So
so we're dealing with those. We're dealing
right.
with that
So
subset.
yeah, I don't want all the Indian people to say that this guy's targeting Indian people and say no. I'm talking about the ones that are doing the nasty things and doing these nasty actions to black people and other nation of people, not employing them. You come into Canada, think about it. You come to Canada, right? And when you come to Canada, somebody employ your people, somebody employ you, right? Somebody employ your sisters and your brothers, right? And then when you get the opportunity for employment and you go about, we're not seeing you interacting and what they do call it now, simulating yourself. You're changing the environment to suit you and your
Yep.
people. You don't care for the black, you don't care for the white, you don't care those ones that I'm talking about. You don't care for other nation of people. You care about your own people. We
And in
care
Brampton,
we care
they
about our people, but we also care about you, and we also care about other nation of people as black people, man.
and in Brampton, you know this. And to my brothers and sisters from Ontario, they know Brampton is like over 60% South Asian. And you go to any business, gas station, corner store, fast food restaurants, you name it, and they won't even hire you. They say Punjabi only,
Yeah,
must speak Punjabi.
they ask you if you can speak Punjabi. I
Yeah.
asked, and when they asked that, I asked them, did can you when you come here, did somebody ask you if you speak English? No, they give you the opportunity to work, they give you the opportunity to settle in a country. You have to simulate with the country. You can't change the environment to suit yourself and your people. You're creating problems. And now, as we can see in Canada, the government realize, I don't like the liberal government because literally, bro, even the man
Oh,
cussing the liberal
don't get me
government, right?
started with the
And
libs.
these guys did something without studying, bro. And remember, I can go deep into conversation about my Indian kids, the students that come here and being abused, not by black people, not by white people, not by the Asian people. They're being abused by their own people. But I know for a fact that they're renting a bed, $500 for a half a bed. I know these things. It's not hidden. And on top of that, bro, your language, your Indian, your Punjabi language or whatever language, it's not hidden anymore. There's technology. I can put on my eyeglass. I can put in my earphone. And when you're talking your language, we're hearing everything you're saying.
Yep.
So it's not like we are saying that the behavior that you bring from your country here. Look, I'm Jamaican. I've been did some shit in my country, and I decided to move away and come to this country to set up family and set up business here. And you have people from South America, you have people from Nigeria, you have people from Uganda and Kenya who come from war territories like war generals and gangsters, real gangsters that come here. Not this little thing that you guys are playing. So all I'm
So
saying, I'm saying to them, brother and sisters, we have to figure a way how you guys. It's not us is the problem.
no, it's not. It is not us. We are not the problem.
The white people is not the problem.
Well, some of them, yes, but that's
Yeah,
a whole other
you know what I mean?
story for.
Because what? No, I can say this from beat my chest on this. When you come to this country, the white people will employ you. The white people will give you the opportunity. The white people is not gonna. Some of them, a very small percentage of them will be, call a nigger and whatever, and will box the teeth out of their mouth if you come to the test because the restriction on We will box the teeth out of your mouth if you step over your boundaries. Because you live in a country, and we come here and we work and we build the country and we pay the taxes and all of these things. We don't abuse you. We treat you with respect. We hold the door for you. We give you employment. So why is it when you have employment now, I don't see you employing the black kids and the white kids, and you're giving these other kids the opportunity to work?
So, on that note, speaking of work, we're going to go to the next one, because the next one I covered on you is when you put up a sign and you were saying that you're hiring, you literally were calling, it was a call out for Punjabi people,
Yeah.
and they tore that sign down.
Yeah, because I wanted. Remember, there's kids that come here, and they're allowed them. They gave them 20 hours to work. We know how the numbers work. They give them 20 hours, and me and a whole in Brampton as a business person, I'm not looking to abuse nobody children. Let me get that straight, because I know that they're abusing these students. I know they're underpaying them. I know they work them for 3 months and don't pay them. I know
Temporary
that.
foreign
I,
worker
yeah,
program.
I know.
Yes, people are
Not even
taking advantage.
not even temporary. These students are going to school. You know how much of them is being abused? You know how much of them they stuck?
The international students,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, they stuck
Yeah.
them in the 15, 20 of them in a basement. You know what
Yeah.
these kids are going to. Remember, these kids leave their parents. They leave their think about, feel what I'm feeling. They leave. We are parents. We have our children, and our children travel overseas. And when they travel overseas and go amongst your own people start to abuse your children. No, those person who is abusing these children, they don't want anybody to abuse their children, but they take it upon themselves to abuse these students. They
Yeah.
don't pay them. They pay them $7, $8. I had to went to a business and say, "Hey, man, what the f you doing, man? You need to pay these kids their money. I stand up for these children." But then you have the other ones who is poisoning the youth's mind and say, "Don't go around him. He's not a good person. Don't go to his business place. He don't like Indians." We are the ones that are talking for them. We're the ones that are telling them, "Hey, they're not supposed to abuse you. If you work, pay you."
Well, so you're saying that's why you were willing to put up
Right. So
that
that's
sign.
right. So that's why when I see, because I'm running a business in Brampton, and I see all of these kids coming into the salon, and they're asking for a job, and I say, well, it's public, it's a business, so you have to follow the regulation. I say, do you know how to cut hair? Show me your pictures. Do you know how to fade? You know what I mean? And I put a big sign up out there, and I said, we are taking, because we have black barbers and I have empty stations. I don't care if you're black, white, or you're Chinese, but you can cut here and you can keep up to the standard of Fresh Cut Barber Salon, and you do an excellent job, and you will get nice tips when the clients come in there. The way how we treat you, we play Indian music in the shop. We play the Punjabi music. I rub shoulders with my Indian musicians. Deep Jandu, I know him. I know Sidhu. I used to rub shoulders with Sidhu and Deep. I'm in the music with Jesse Dillon. I have a collaboration with we're gonna speak about that later on. But I'm saying, right? I'm saying your kids, and they want an opportunity. Just like when I came to Canada, somebody gave me an opportunity to work. So I'm giving them an opportunity to work. And I'm saying, come into the business. And when they come, they don't have a proper thing. When I look at the pictures, I said, I take a couple of them in the business, and I look at the fade, because we know about destroying a business from internal, like hidden agendas. We know about that. If you're a real person and you come in the salon, how you come in the business and you mean the business good, then you will learn about the business. You will simulate to the business, and it will make the business grow. You have the ones that will come in the business, they do not proper work. And then when you look on the reviews on the internet, you will see they go up there, "Oh, I went to Fresh Cut Barber Salon and he never did a proper haircut." He's not talking about the Indian kid that did not fade the hair properly. So what they
Okay,
do,
so
yeah, it's a design.
Garfield, I don't mean to cut you off, but I really want us to watch the video so that we can talk about it and you can actually explain, what happened from there, because you're doing a nice thing. You're trying
Run
to
it,
do a nice thing for these students because you see what they're going through.
run it.
Yet again, it was torn down. So let us watch this, because I'm like, you
Jesus.
are trying. That's why I even said in my report, Garfield, bless your heart. But at some point, anyway, let's watch it and we'll talk about it.
Run it. This sign. Some months ago, I did 3 of these signs. and put it up on the wall outside at my business place. And the Indians come around here and tear it off the wall. They tear it off the wall. Why did you touch my sign and tear it off the wall? Because I'm offering job. Because we are in Brampton and the higher number of Punjabi, and we see the change and we see the students need help. We see the youths want help, they want work. So I offer a job to Punjabi barbers and hairstylists, and they tore it off the wall. I go to my landlord, I say to my landlord, why did they tear it off the wall? He said, oh, it's just some stupid kids. So I said, okay, fine.
So there you are again. The first one, the person apologized to you. Then you're like, again, you're extending another olive branch to hire some Punjabi barbers. That's the opposite of what they do because you have to speak Punjabi to even get a job in their establishment. And somebody tore it down.
I can give you a better story than that. Can I give you?
Yes.
I employ a kid. He came and he says, yo, he came and he met me and he said, yo, I like your energy. A kid, a young Punjabi kid came to me, an Indian kid. I don't know if he's from I just say Punjabi because I look at them, man. Some of them, I don't mean no disrespect, but I'm Jamaican. Indians is Indian. If you come from Trinidad, you're Indian. If you come from Guyana, you're Indian. Just like I said, black people. If you come from Africa, you're black. If you come from Jamaica, you're black. You're black. Come from America, you're black. You're black. If England, any which part on the planet you're there, you're black. You're black, brother.
Blackity black. Got
black.
you.
Right. So we are black and we are proud of to be black. Because
Indeed.
all of you come from us. If you know about history, all of you come from us. You know different shades. If you look at me, look at my shade. Right? Yep. So I had this kid in the shop and he was working and he came in the shop. He didn't know how to fade and we the barber on the line. I said, hey, barbers, make sure you teach him and show him how to cut black hair and thing. And his mom and his dad came and took him out the shop.
Because he's employed by a black man?
I don't know the reason why. I can't read their mind. But they came to the shop. I gave him a shirt. I gave him because we have Fresh Cut Barber Salon. We were print the name of the barbers on the shirt. And I gave him a shirt. And I said, I gave him a couple shirts, like 3 shirts, because that's how I deal with my barbers. If I give you 3 shirts, you need to print the rest. Because you're making money and you're making real money. I don't underpay my barbers. I pay my barbers good. I don't rob them. I don't need $1. I don't need a cent. Whatever you work, you're going to work. Whatever I'm supposed to get, I'm get. You got your book, you check your numbers, everything balanced. That's how I treat my employees, right? So when he's there, I hear the doorbell ring because I don't have an open doors policy. I have a doorbell because based off the craziness what's happening internationally.
Of course.
Yeah. I have a doorbell. I have to see you before you see me. So now I'm there and I hear the doorbell. Look, I see a lady come in and they came and they speaking to it. It's before I had the headsets that decode the language. I never know about translation. So they came in the shop and they give me this fake smile on his face. You know? And then they said something in the language, and then the kid, when they whatever they said to the kid, when I look in the kid's face, his eyes full of tears.
They probably said, get out of that N-word shop. What are you doing here before I tan your behind?
I did not know what they say, but whatever they said to the kid, and the kid came to me and said, Barber, I'm so sorry, but I have to go.
Yeah, they told him they don't want him working at no N-word shop. That's what it is. What else would it be? He's working. It's an opportunity for him to work. Do you think, let me just put it this way. If you were a Punjabi or Indian, they would not come to the shop and tell him to leave that shop. We know this. So
it was sad. It was a sad day. It was
we know this is about.
My barbers, my rest of the barbers in the salon said to me, say, you know what happened just now, eh? And listen, on a regular basis, operating in Brampton, I would see my Indian brothers walk in the shop, and they walk in the shop and they look around, and when they look around, it's a black barber salon, and they be like, oh, we're looking for a next salon, and I'm like, yo, why are you doing that? And they say, oh, and I'm like, yo, brother, we don't do racism, we do haircuts. All is welcome.
They don't want to be in the black person's.
Right.
They don't.
So I'm here in Canada, Ontario. I'm not in India. I'm not in Pakistan. I'm not in Malaysia. I'm not in Japan. I'm not in China. I'm not in America. I'm not in England. I'm in Canada. I'm in Canada, and I'm the one who is offering the olive branch. Me and my brothers, we offer the olive. Ask any one of my Indian brothers that use the salon. Ask any one of them that use my salon and ask them how we treat them. Maximum respect to everybody. We treat everybody equal. You're
Well,
human.
unfortunately, that's not our reality. We're not treated equal by everybody. It's just not the reality. But I do have a question about this situation that happened with the sign. Did you ever find out who it was? No?
I don't want to start a race war.
So you didn't. You didn't find out, or you did, but you're just not going to say.
Yes, like that's what I'm saying. Because listen, when these things, when these things are happening to me, because remember, I'm a selector, I'm an entertainer. God gave me something inside of me. I don't know what it is, but whenever I speak and whenever I speak in issues in the world, even you're gonna hear about my music later on. Um, when we do open the mouth and speak from the vessel, I know what it can do and I fear what it can do. So
I'm not asking you to say
so
the name. I'm just
no,
saying, did you
1 second, please. So when these things are happening to me, I have my phone blows up with people who's like, yo, just say the word, man.
Yeah.
And I'm begging and I'm pleading, and I'm like, yo, you remember when Christ said, forgive them, because they know not what
Yeah.
they have done. But
But do they not know?
I'm not Christ. Me nah
No.
make no nail
None of
me
us
pan no
are.
cross. Well, nah nail me pan no cross like me name Jesus. Me a lion. Me a sheep. I'm not a sheep.
Yeah.
Sheep lead. Sheep are some sit where you lead. By shepherd, me a lion. And if a lion roar, a problem.
Okay, so Lion, I have a question for you. Is it so you're not willing to report them or anything like
So
that?
yeah, so as I say, since the African diaspora put it on a blast, because the African diaspora is a very powerful weapon, you know. Let me tell you straight. It's not, people look at it as oh yeah, it's another thing, but it's actually a weapon. You hear me? What I say out of my mouth? It's a weapon. And if you don't wield this weapon correctly, it will create actions that can't be reversed. Right? And what we're saying that the African diaspora is connected right around the world. And when I speak like this, I'm not speaking just of Canada, but America and other places. Right? And I'm saying that we have to, everybody use this word unite. And
Yep.
everybody just take it unite lightly. Right? A lot of people take this word unite lightly.
Yep.
My African brothers and sisters, how long is your money staying in your community? How much black banks exist in your country that you're living in today?
Major institutions are lacking in our community
But
big time.
I'm driving in Brampton and I see Chinese banks, I
Yeah.
see Indian banks, I see all these different nation of banks that controls their money. So what about us?
I always say it. We need our own major
Yeah, but
institutions. That is what
I used to walk in Scotia Bank and I used to see multicultural in Scotia banks. I walk in
yeah.
RBC banks, I see multicultural. If somebody in the black community is struggling right now, there's no place, there's no black establishment to go to get funds to help you, to help your own people. You still have to go to them.
Yep. Sad. And it's the sad reality. It really is. We
And
need to
and,
go.
and, and think about it. These I see a couple of my black brothers. I must commend them. The No Frills branch. That is, I don't know if you know
Dave's
about
no
them.
frills.
Right, those guys that purchase in there,
Yeah.
I want to shake that man hand and I want to look him in his eye. I don't want to talk to employees or whoever. I want to talk to the owner. And I want to say to that owner, man, from the bottom of my heart, man, I'm proud of you. We need another
It's beautiful
20.
to see.
We
It
need we
really
need
is.
another 20 talk. Well, the liquor stores, the
Yeah.
LCBOs that black people like to have a drink. I like to have a sip now and then. You know. Well, what about us?
Yes.
I leave my country and with my wife, we came here and we set up in Canada business. I never expect this crap that I see happening in Canada right now. I'm not feeling Canada anymore. It's like I want to leave Canada.
Oh my gosh. I'm with you, brother. I'm so with you. Um, and I always say this, without unification and all of the like our spending power is like 1.3 trillion. If we were to take that and put it into our own, I always say this. The power, like remember the days of Tulsa? That's where we need to get back to. And it starts with unification. But what I will say to you, Garfield, is I really kudos to you because you keep trying, and I don't know
It
that I
can't
would have
stop. It can't
the
stop
patience.
trying, man. It can't stop. We can't stop.
I
We just need to. We need people like you. We need platform like African diaspora. We need other platforms that we control our own narrative. We're not with CP.
exactly.
Do you think something like this happened to me in Brampton, and I could go on CP24 or CTTV and have a conversation about this? They don't
Nope.
allow it to happen.
Nope.
So
Won't happen.
when we have platforms like African Diaspora and several more, Eglinton TV and several that, have interest in what's going on in the community. We must commend you guys on the great job you're doing.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
what we're
you.
supposed to do.
Yes, thank you. That's
And
what this platform is all about.
but
That
that's
is
what
what
they
we're
are doing. Why
Yeah.
I I I, I always say to my black people in Orangeville and and Vaughan and I have clients who come from Kitchener to my salon. I have clients that come from Oshawa. I have clients that come from Barry. I have clients that come from Sudbury. I have clients that come from all over the zone and come to my shop in Brampton to have a conversation and get a haircut. And they tell me, man, I drive 3 hours to come here, man. I drive, I drive, I drive. Sometimes sometimes I turn my eyes up in the roof like this, and I say, God, why do you do this? What's the reason for this? And this is one of the reasons right here in African diaspora.
Yeah. And I'm glad that your shop is so successful despite everything that you keep going through. And you're really trying, like I said, you're trying to keep the peace. And again,
I
you're
have
in a
no I have no problem if a Punjabi barber walks in my salon or an Indian youth, no matter where if you come from Punjab or you come from which Gujarati or wherever you come from and you can cut hair properly and I say you can cut here and I see your work and your work is good and I will rent you a station, I will employ you and I will not rob you and I will not mistreat you. Ask any one of my employees if I ever mistreat them.
I know you don't, Garfield. I know you. You and I, we know each other.
But they
I'm
need, they need to cut it out.
Yes, they do need to cut it out. They do, because at the end of the day, I think they're just banking on it being really inconvenient for you, make it uncomfortable for you so that you will leave. That's what they want.
Right now in Brampton, what is happening is that they're trying to stifle my business.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
speaking
watch this now. I'm gonna say something important. So after we did the interview, 12 Indian brothers and sisters came to purchase my business. I said I'm not ready to sell the businesses yet. Because
See, they're trying to get you out of there.
watch this now. And 12 came to me, right? 12. Remember that number that I said? 12, right? You know what they did? They
What?
opened 12 shop around me. And they tried to stifle my look, they tried to stifle my business. But listen, my Indian brothers, my Pajis, and my Indian people, me a lion. Me and a sheep. Me and a dog. Me a lion. And when me walk with Jah, when I walk with food no religion, me walk with Jah. You know what is Jah? Jah cover everything.
That's right.
So I say multicultural, all is welcome.
Well,
When you
they need to learn to do the
hold on
same.
now. So when you're dead and gone now, off of this earth, my Indian brothers, we're not gonna go one place where be an Indian alone live. I'll be an Indian spirit there, alone. So why you do that on the earth?
Exactly.
Cut it out.
Tell them. Tell them,
No, I'm not
Garfield.
telling you, bro, because like you guys are look what's happening in Brampton and other place now. You guys are shooting up each other houses. You guys
Yes, they
are
are.
you guys are extorting each other. Like you, what are you guys doing? What did you leave your country for? You leave your country, come to this country to simulate, and you actually changing the environment. Imagine people from Colombia, Puerto Rico, El Salvador, Uganda, Kenya, Nigeria, Jamaica, Trinidad, all of these places come here in Canada and start to change the environment to what we're leaving.
Yep.
Do you think you guys could survive? Huh? But yeah, I watch, I see them, and I understand what is happening because I know what's happening. You trick these kids. You trick these kids. You trick these kids and you took their money with some empty promises, 40,000 or $50,000 for each student, and within the liberal government, and you bring these kids here, and now the promise is over. The promise is over, and now Canada is locking down on it, and Canada says when the permits are over, you gotta get out the country. So now the promise that you make to these students and these youths that come here on the false, I remember clearly because I'm a person who pay attention. I remember the Indian man was telling Canada, hey, Canada, be careful. Some of these people that you're taking as students, they're not students, they're gangsters. But you see,
Yeah, it's the foreign minister from
yeah, so
India.
you see Justin Trudeau and his party, because they everybody blame Justin Trudeau, but it's not Justin Trudeau is the problem. It's the liberal government is the problem. Those their sons of bitches is the problem, bro. All of them, bro. And I'm telling you, bro. Like you government people, you mistreat these youths and you take these people money and you take these youths money. And now you set up all of these fake schools and you go around and you set up these fake colleges. And when you go into the colleges, all of them, and you take these youths money and you give them a piece of paper. And now the permit is over. And these kids they don't want to go back. Because remember, where we are from, we take care of our rivers. We take care of our environment. I'm Jamaican. When you go to Jamaica, it's the island in the sun. I love my country. I don't run away from my country. My country is my neighbor string is pond. We migrated here, but my heart never leave my country. I'm not running away from my country. I visit my country as soon as I get a chance. I visit to my country, and I love my country. Even though we got hit with a hurricane right now, and we're rebuilding, and we're going through a rough time, but we're resilient. We are warriors. We are God people.
Yeah.
My African people. I'm gonna have a little short, just to stray away. Just 1 minute, please. Let me just get this out of my vein because the energy is flowing. My people in Nigeria, all my African brothers that are dying in Nigeria. Uganda. Uganda, I'm crying for Uganda. Kenya. Congo. I'm crying. Haiti. Haiti. I'm crying. I'm bawling. You hear? So I have to put on my eyeglasses now because when I do touch on these topics, it's really emotional for me as a human being.
Yeah.
I'm not a vampire. I'm not a spiritual creature. You hear? So that's why they can take advantage of us in these places because there's no unity amongst us.
Yeah.
When our brothers get bashed down, you wanna try that with them and see what happens.
Won't go good. It won't go good. So Garfield,
Look in
Garfield, hold
them.
on. Hang on a second, Garfield.
Jesus.
So I know you are very spirited and I appreciate it. I already know. I know you. So but I have to also go to the comments because the comments are alive. The chat is alive here. And then we also have to look at the issue that happened with you with the Google reviews. And I
Oh
want
my
to get it
God.
all in.
Jesus Christ. I want me to do
Because
wrong.
like you said, they're really trying to stifle you. So we got an hour. So we got like 20 minutes left. So I want to make sure we get it all in. So let's talk about what they did to you with the Google reviews, and then we're going to go to the chat and have conversation with some of the chat, and then we also have your music. So let us do this. So this is what you reported on, or I reported on, when you were talking about the Google reviews. So these people won't stop. They're unrelenting. Let's watch this.
And we are Jamaicans. We are Jamaicans here. So sometimes we're in the salon, we have conversation, and we Jamaicans, we have loud conversations. It's not like we're going to hurt anybody or anything, but that's how we conversate. Now, I can see on my Google reviews that my business is being under attack by individuals. Now, most of these individuals have not used my salon. They have not met me in person to know what kind of person I am. I am a person that deals with multicultural. I welcome everybody to the barber salon, and you have to use the barber salon with respect. Now, you have people will come to the salon and they will want to disrespect the salon, and we will tell them that we do not appreciate that, we do not use that in our business. All is welcome. It's multicultural. It doesn't matter if you're Indian, if you're white, if you're black. It doesn't matter. We do haircuts. We don't do racism. No. A certain individual called my salon this morning and threatened my business place in Brampton that he is going to form a group of people to destroy my business in Brampton. Now, earlier on in the year, my salon had someone was trying to bust up my sign. I had an experience and I spoke about it, and it went viral around the world. Now, we are having the same attack in Brampton again from a certain group of people. I don't know these people. I never met some of these people who are leaving 1 star on my Google. They never use the salon. One person called my salon this morning and said that he was going to destroy my business because he said he come here and some political conversation was going on, and he said he heard something, and it was whatever the case, what they hear. We're talking about politics and what's happening in Israel and all of these places in the world, and you know what I mean, about different cultures and different religions. That's what we do in the barber salon. We speak about Rastafari, we speak about Christians, we speak about Islam, we speak about Muslims, we speak about all of these kind of different people, okay, and different cultures. Because sometimes the Punjabi will come in here, we have a talk about Punjabi. Sometimes we have talk about Muslims. Sometimes we have talk about Christians. Sometimes we have talk about Rastafari. Sometimes we talk about music. Sometimes we talk about America. We talk about Israel. We talk about all different things in our business. It's a barber salon. It's where man gather and we have conversations. Okay? So these group of people that's on my Google page who is making these false accusations, because most of them who are typing, we have never seen them, they never use my salon, they never met us. You want to know the truth? Go read the ones of the people that met us, the ones that actually use the salon and know that we are real people. We don't fake realness. Okay? 212 Queen Street East in Brampton. It's a multicultural salon, and as you can see over my shoulder, the mayor, the politicians, the minister, the MPs, all of these people come here and meet me in person. So whoever is trying to distract, first you attack my business sign, now you're trying to attack the credibility of my business. Anyway, people, as what they say, the world is not level. You cannot please everybody in the world, and I don't know these people from anywhere. This is the way they choose to fight. They choose to go on my thing. And the person that called my phone, I have your number, and I told you I'm going to report you to the police, to the Peel Police in Brampton. Okay? You said what you said, and a police officer was in my chair and heard what you said. Peace be unto all. Multicultural. All is welcome to my salon. Anyway, it's the end of my shift. We open barber salon from 10 to 9.
All right. So these are some of the 1 stars that you're speaking of. And they're, you can tell, I can see by the names. They're just lies upon lies upon lies upon lies. And reviews can really cause problems for businesses. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, here we go again. This is like the third attack. Like these people are really, really trying to make life difficult for you. They want you out of there. Did you report them? And was there really a police officer in your chair?
Yep, of course. Remember,
All
my
right, good. So that,
as I tell you about my business, it's multicultural. Like, if you know the history about me, we have kids that, the lawyer on my business, Mr. Sean Hunt. I met him when he was in high school, a kid, and I motivate this youth and watch this youth evolve into a lawyer, and he's a lawyer for my business. You can Google him and find out Sean Hunt. Mr. Hunt is on the case. That's how I speak to him whenever I have anything to do. I say, Sean, I call him and go, hey, Sean. And he said, hey, what's up, brother? I said, I have a problem. And he said, what's your problem, Barber? I said, I need Sean Hunt on the case. He smiled, right? That's how we do. We elevate. I have kids that I turn in, they come around me and we reason, we conversate, and they become police officers, nurses, doctors, business owners, entrepreneurs. So a lot of people don't get it. I'm a multicultural person. So an officer was in the chair when the person called, and I gave him the phone. And even before that, I had there's a gym in Brampton. I don't remember the exact name, but the strength camp. They can contest to what I'm talking about. I gave the phone to. I said, listen here, this is what I'm facing. I gave it to the lady, and the lady was at strength camp where the family was in there, and I said, like, holy shit, Garfield, is this what you're really facing, man? I said, I faced this on multiple occasions. I'm not the one who is attacking. I'm the one who is defending and opening up the doors to conversation and helping these people. Whoever come through the door, I will always be kind and grateful, because that's what how my parents teach me. It doesn't matter who you are. If I can give you some water, I give you some water. If I can give you some food, I give you some food. If I can give you an opportunity, I will. That's how I am.
I
So
know that.
when she heard what happened, when the things they were saying on the phone, and she's like, yo, you can report this. I not even wanted to report it, like literally. And I was showing them the things that they were doing based off our conversation, that we're from Jamaica and we hear these things about happening overseas and happening in America. So we had, it's a barber salon. We have these conversations as man. We sometimes it's heated conversations. If I don't know something, I say something wrong in a barber salon. They'll be like, hold up, barber. That's not how it go. This is the way it go. And then they correct you. That means when you move forward and you start to conversate, you say, well, I used to think this way. I used to have these thoughts and what people said about this specific thing. It's not the way, because people from there actually corrected me. So I don't have to bring that narrative anymore.
Right.
And I was telling them at the conversation in the shop, I was scared. I was scared living in this part of the world based off what is happening in the world between the Palestine, Israel, and all of these things, and what is happening. And then we see what happened in America and happening in these places. And, the bombing of trains and bombing of schools and bombing of these things. I'm scared because I have a daughter. I have a wife that takes the train. Every morning I bring my wife to the train station and put on the train. And when it drives off, I'm driving to my yard. I have to turn my eyes up to God and I ask God to watch over her.
Yeah, and that's a reality for us. It is.
My kid goes to school. How much time we see how much people go in school and shoot up how much children and all of these things. So I'm a human being. I'm a revolutionist. So when I see these things, I know that the people is hurting, and if you hurt these people, they will come back and try to hurt you. And the people that they're hurting is innocent. And those people that they hurt is innocent. And blood is shedding all over the place. For what reason?
I appreciate your tenacity and your willingness to try and keep the peace. The good news is that your business is still thriving. So they're not achieving what it is they want to achieve. In fact, all they're doing is making it worse for themselves, because think about it. I reported on it the first time. It went viral. The person ended up calling and apologizing to you. Okay? So that's the kind of heat that this platform brings.
When I reported, when I brought that, the one that called my shop and and said the nasty things that he said out of his mouth. I brought him to Peel because this is not like, if it was back in my country, we'll deal with it on a different level.
Differently, yes.
Right. So I follow the rules in Canada.
Yes.
So I go to Peel. I brought the number to Peel, and I had the officer name, and he says, this is what you do, and he gave me the advice, and I go to Peel and I report, and the Peel police officer called, got the number, went to the address and fix it. I didn't hear nothing, and then Google start taking down some of those fake, because they use a Chat GPT, and
Yeah.
if you notice with my business, every single review on there, I personally, when these people come to my salon and get these magnificent haircut, and when they look in the mirror, they say like, yo, when Omar cuts their hair, or Ernie, or whoever in the salon working cuts their hair, and they're like, yo, man, you guys host us. It's the best salon. And they went, and I go on every single review and I thank them. I say, if you're telling a lie, I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna be like, you're the devil.
Of course. You have to, though.
You're a liar. You never come to my shop. You don't know me. Somebody was in the shop. If something was said in the shop, correct us. You take something with a malicious behavior and you left and you bring it in the world and you start to formulate people to destroy me. Why are you doing this?
Well, we know why. But I'm going to go to the chat because I see the chat is really alive here. So I'll read some of these comments. Dell0015 says they want him out of business by any means necessary. Being kind to them will end badly for him. He needs to prepare for the worst. Somebody else says this seems to be unnecessary drama. It's one thing to be inclusive, it's another to beg for exception.
I'm not begging for no exception. Do you look?
No.
Do you look at me? Look at me in the mirror. Do I look like a person who beg?
No, you don't. Let's go to the next one. The fastest way for Black folks to come up is to focus on your resources on your own community in order to lessen your reliance on the dominant society.
Where is that person texting from?
I don't know where.
So do you live in my environment? Do you know what's happening in my environment? Do you know the struggles these youths are going through in the environment that I'm living? Do you know about how her daughter or my son, when they finish out of school and they want a job, how do they gonna get it? Do you know that? You're asking these questions and you're making these statements. Do you know what we're facing? I don't know what you're facing. Do you know what I'm facing? Do you know what I'm going through? Do you know what I have to bottle inside and put it in a pressure cooker? Do you know? Do you know that I'm not trying to stop them from feeding their family? I have a family to take care of. I have bills to pay. They have a family to take care of. They have bills to pay. I'm not the nasty one who don't want to offer an opportunity to their sons and daughters. I don't want to be that person who don't want to. If a black kid comes in my shop and he can do the job, I'm going to offer him. If a white kid comes in my shop and he can do the job, I'm going to offer him. If it's an Indian kid come in the shop and he can do the job, I'm going to offer him. I'm not here for an Asian kid come in the shop and whatever race. That's why I say multicultural. But you have the set of people that want to that separates, and they want you to separate. Yeah. They want to create this narrative.
And they want to take you down.
Yeah, this is what's happening.
Yep. They want to take you down. But you know what, Garfield? Because we have like 7 minutes left. So I want to end it on a positive. I know it went fast, right?
What?
We can always do a part. We can always do a part two. We can always do a part two.
Remember, I'm an entertainer. I run a business. Let's talk about what the same man. Let's upgrade the world on what's happening. After that craziness is happening in the world. I'm a producer. I start producing music. I used to produce for artists all over the world, and my same actions with people in the world. I'm a spiritual person, so I start doing that. And then, based off of what I've been experiencing in Brampton and moving through the world, I created a Jah. The powers of Jah came down on me because what I was going through, and my money I'm spending around artists. I'm spending like thousands of dollars around artists in production and stuff like that. And getting up out of my house and walk outside, see my neighbor scrape this, throw salt on there. It's be craziness happening in this place, man. So I came over with the power of Jah, came down on me, and I found my voice. And I made a song.
Yes. And we're gonna play both of them.
Yeah, the song is 100. It's 104K on the YouTube now, and it's really doing good. You know what I mean? People is feeling the music. This one is called The Same Man. The same man
Same
you
man.
pass, the same man you pass going up is the same man you
A
pass
man you
going
pass
down, you know.
going down.
Yeah,
And
we are.
before we
Mhm.
play the song, I just want to read some more comments. Isaac George says, "We FBA support you, Garfield." And
Rock
another
on, man.
somebody else said, and I'm going to try to say it because I'm not Jamaican, so God forgive me if I don't say it right. But he said, "Respect me, brother."
Rock on, man.
So without further ado, let's play the first one, which is
My
Same
first
Man.
song, first song. This is what I get out of these attacks. Look what Jah did.
Right? Here we go.
Jah tell me to tell you, the same man you pass going up is the same man you pass going down. So why not share a smile? You ain't gotta wear it from.
So that's the first little clip. And then we got another one here. This one is called Mr. Tell them the name.
Mr. Ungrateful.
Mr.
Yeah,
Ungrateful.
hold on. You see, this one where they Mr. Ungrateful. It goes out for family members. It goes out for co-workers. It goes out for all of these people that you help. And you sometimes you don't have, you have the last dollar. And you break it down in a sense. And you give them the 2 cents and keep at 8 cents. And you give them 4 cents. And them turn around. And when them ask the help and they don't want, and they just become ungrateful and nasty. This one is called
Yes.
Mr. Ungrateful.
Mr. Ungrateful. Let's get a little sneak. Bruce said this is good. So tell everybody where they can find your YouTube channel, where this music can be.
Yeah, man, I found my voice. That this conversation is so short. There's so much things that we need to talk on, but
I know. We'll
I
do a
swear,
part
man, and
two.
I want to bless up everybody in the chat, man, that's feeling the vibe and feeling the energy. My music is on all digital platform. It's on YouTube as Crazy Bones, like how you see me spell my name up there. It's on iTunes. I ask everybody in the world, like, this is how you support the music. This is how you support a brother. The song is on iTunes, Amazon for $1.29. It doesn't hurt to spend $1.30 with a brother. So support me as I can spread the message. I have a song coming for my African people called War Mission. War is their mission. Love is my solution. Leaders, prime ministers, priests and pastors, spiritual creatures, killing our sons and daughters. It's coming. Yeah, man.
Awesome. Well, Isaac said the music is great. I'm going to spread it here in the Bay Area. Teresa says, I like it. So people are liking even just that little snippet. So what's your YouTube channel is called Crazy Bones,
Yeah,
spelled with a K, and
Crazy
Bones
Bones.
is Bonez.
Z, right? And Vengeance
Yes.
Music. You can
So
follow the other smaller page that I post snips and stuff like that. But I've actually recorded my album. I have a song on it called War Mission. I have a song on it called Graveyard Shift. Must be done. Inner Jah blessing. My blessings. Cleanse me, Jah. There's all of these songs that I compile on an album because the powers of Jah came down on me in my time and my situation. And I'm giving back. I'm leaving something on the planet. Right now, I'm networking in Kenya, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Ghana.
I love to hear it.
Anybody can hit me up in IG or TikTok or anywhere. I'll send you the music, man. Because the people need this, man. We need that voice, not this pill popping and booty shaking and all of these things. Let them do
No,
that.
we
I
need
am
music that has a statement and a message.
big
That's
up my
what we
big
need.
up my daughter JJ. My daughter is 5 years old. She's the CEO for everything.
Ah, I love
And
it.
my daughter is JJ, she's the CEO. And big up my wife for having my back. And sometimes we're going through rough things. And you need that female around you, to balance you and ride it.
100%.
Most of the man them in our world, man. Big up your real woman we stand up with you, man. Big up my wife Jada Lee. Her name is Jada, and my daughter is Jayla.
I
So
love it.
give thanks to Jah.
Um,
Love.
I love it. McQueen says reggae is one of my favorite genres. Jah bless. So just in closing, just again, I just want to thank you for coming on. As I said, you and I have become friends now, and I keep saying the next time I'm in Brampton, I'm coming to your shop and
Yeah, you
bringing my
coming.
hubby with him, so you can line him up real good, his
Yeah,
beard and
man. Yeah, man.
everything else.
Warm towel when him get any one of the barbers in the salon. Cause actually I told my wife, I just had some conversation. I told my wife she has to take over the business and manage the business now, because at the end of the day, this music that I'm making right now, it's actually rotating around the planet. And people's feeling the music in Malaysia, people feeling the music in Kenya, Zimbabwe, Nigeria. I can see people coming at me, you know. So I know I'm gonna be doing some traveling, spreading the music over the world because people is trying to match the vibe that they're hearing to Bob Marley. But Bob Marley is a legend forever. I'm just here to do my small little bit in this 20th century. And I have a song, um, you know, that I made, and it's gonna come very soon. And when you hear it, when I'm balling for Uganda and I'm balling for Nigeria, you know, I tell the people, I close my eyes and I hear the people cry, you know, and all of these things, you know, the Haiti is fighting a revolution, you know, and all of these things, you know. And we can see that they're trying to do this new world order thing. And if you watch what's going on in the world, please don't be blinded, my black brothers and sisters out there in the world.
Yes.
Unity is strength. It takes two hands to lift the weight. So if you support
Yes.
my business in Brampton, I applaud you. If you're an Indian person, you support my business, I applaud you. And if you're a black person, Chinese, Asian, I don't care who you are. You want a fresh fade, you want some hair design and tattoo on them thing there. Hit us up, man, in Brampton City, man. We are the best.
Say the address and let us say goodbye.
212 Queen Street. Just put it up in a Google, man. Fresh cut with a
212
KUT.
Queen Street, Fresh
East
Cut
Brampton.
Barber Salon, Brampton, Ontario. Teresa says, honest, true man. Thank you
Love.
so much for joining me. We will bring Garfield back again. He'll give us some updates. We'll get his music. We'll talk some more. And I will keep you informed on everything that's going on with him as well. Thank you so much, Garfield.
Let me
Thank
sing this.
you.
Let me say this. Never be ungrateful. Never bite the hands that feed you. Always be grateful. Remember it's Jaja who love you. Never be ungrateful. You're Mr. Ungrateful. You dig?
Thank you, Garfield. I love it. I love it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I shall see you on the next one. Until then, please be safe. See you guys. See you again.